Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. I hope you're doing well and keeping out of mischief. Now, it's what a weird 24 hours it's been. If you're watching in real time as we're posting these, it's a fascinating situation today with Raina and stuff like that. And you know when she's in trouble when they're sending out Reeves to go to Manchester, where Raina's supposed to live, at some sort of nursery or something, to go, oh, we've all got full confidence in her, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. You know you're... maybe just Raina's forgotten how to get to Manchester. I don't know. Maybe her driver's forgotten how to get there and stuff like that. Her chauffeur-driven... oh, dear. It's... You gotta laugh, or things would just be too difficult. So this is a suggested reading because we haven't done a one on him for a long time, and this is from Paula. Hello, Paula. Thank you for suggesting this. Can you do a reading on Elon Musk, please? Fair enough. Why not? He hasn't been mentioned that much recently. He seems to be on the down low. I don't even know what he's been up to. I know there was mainly because I've got a vested interest. I know there was a couple of launches. One didn't go very well recently with what's it called? I'm going to call it Starlink because that's what we've got because we're in the middle of nowhere. So if anyone knows anything. That's how we get the videos to you, is via Daddy Elon Musk's Starlink. Now, and for the new boys and girls, the terms and conditions of Starlink, it does say that we have to call him Daddy Elon Musk, all right, or Daddy Elon, all right. So there's no favoritism. It's just, especially in the last 2 months or month where it's been going amazingly well for years and years and years on end, and then all of a sudden it goes down twice in 1 month for no good reason. And there's still been no explanation of why it went down twice. It just ruined our evenings, and they were down for quite a couple of hours, quite each time. That was the main shocker, really, is the fact that it's not because you hear it that people walking people in like proper houses and stuff like that, and then like connected to the cables and stuff like that, fiber going down every so often as a regular occurrence, once in a while, kind of doobly doo. We haven't had any of that. And so for it to happen, it's like buses. To happen twice in a month, it's like, what? So I don't know how this reading's going to go. I'm going in blind completely, like most readings we do here on the channel. And I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm being directed to shuffle for Daddy Elon. So can we have a reading on Daddy Elon Musk for the greatest good for all concerned? Thank you. Always be appreciative. So this is not going to be the usual, because I'm being told to shuffle. So we're going to shuffle. Daddy Elon Musk, please. And for the new boys and girls, the one rule that we have on this channel is that even if they're in the public domain, anything personal, private life stays personal, private. We ignore it. All right. Oh, hello. Those there. Okay. That one as well. That has to go down there. Okay. All right. Overarching energy. Knight of Swords. Interesting. Notice that none of them flipped over. So it kind of goes back to what we were talking about. It's all on the down low right now. It's all a bit kind of hush, working on stuff. So let's start with the side. Love's on the wonk. I'm getting disarray. I'm getting not everything is kind of going to plan, and that's probably the reason why we haven't seen him for a little while, talking about many things. it feels as if there's something particular with. I'm just trying to go through his companies, not his countries. I'm sure he's got one or two as well. Who doesn't? A multi-billionaire. Who doesn't have a country these days? But I'm going through his companies, and none of them are kind of flagging themselves as the primary issue. Maybe it's more of a general thing, but what I'm getting, it's not going to plan. There was a certain plan. If you don't know, some people may not realize this, is the reason why, apart from Twitter or X or whatever, everything is connected with each other. Okay, because he wants to go to Mars. So everything from Starlink and the Boring Company, which is about digging holes and tunnels and stuff like that, they're all connected in some way, shape or form. Tesla is not a car company, it's a battery company. So they've got electricity and solar up on Mars. It all connects back to his ambitions to go to Mars, right? So there's something specifically here that it's not as far ahead as he hoped it to be, or there is some things that we may need to get the dinky deck out, but there's definitely something that is on the squiff. There's something that's not complete or isn't up to expectations, and that's kind of putting everything else in a disarray kind of energy. Right, we've got these three here. We've got the 10 of Cups. That feels like it's supposed to be in this order. Okay. Action. Okay. For some strange reason, as soon as I saw the Knight of Wands, that "See, I Told You So" came out. That the message, the download was, "See, I told you so." But this feels more. This feels more like Trumpy Trump and him. What's this other card here? 8 of Cups. What's the point? See, this is what's the point. This here feels like political aspirations. This feels like company, Tesla, Starlink, blah, 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 right? And the overall, obviously, the truth of the situation coming out. So the truths of how far his companies are going. This down here is like political aspirations and stuff. This feels as if it's like I've got to be a bit careful here because this is personal, private, but there is some sort of, it's not an agreement, it's more like a friendship or family member, but it's very much kind of, we try to help you, you know. Yeah. So that's personal, private. That's pretty much as much we're going to go there. Because I like to sleep at night, and they're the rules. So that's how it's going to be for the new boys and girls. So the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Matches, Heart and Sleeve, See, I Told You So, 10 of Cups, Happily Ever After. This feels This feels like there's some sort of partnership back with Trump. Because the "see, I told you so" feels more like it's towards the Democrats and California and that kind of... And it's almost as if the wish coming true, the happily ever after, the 10 of Cups, is the exposing of the double standards or some sort of maybe legal thing or kind of overtaxing or something. There's something here where but he's proved right. This feels more... 10 of Cups does actually feel more like the 9 of Cups, which is a bit of a celebration, manifesting, wish coming true kind of energy, yeah? But there is something here where this feels like standing up, heart and sleeve, standing up, being the change you want to see in the world kind of energy. This feels like more of a double down. See, I told you so, this is going on, double down. And then, like, the outcome is good. But let's get the dinky deck out, okay? Because this seems interesting. This seems like it's really going to benefit lots of people. You know, business is business, you know, private life is private life, but this feels as if the image I'm getting is he is putting up a mirror, holding up a mirror, kind of a big pane, lifting it up like it's a wooden board to California. Or Democrats, or something like that. Can we have some more insight, please, about the Knight of Wands and the 10 of Cups, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because this does feel as if this has huge ramifications. It's something about not him. Someone is personally liable. Or is changing it so that the people are personally liable for their actions. As an example, it's like if it's against the mayor, right, or the governor, they're protected normally by, from what I could gather, from the office that they hold. Yeah, it's not them personally; it's the office. But this is like some sort of exposure or some sort of realization, which means that he doubles down and sorts it out. 8 of Cups again. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, King of Cups, wish coming true. I'd hate to say I told you. I'm not going to do it. See, this is what I want about. But this feels as if it's very much holding people accountable in public office, or they're personally liable for their actions they're doing in public office, like beyond kind of like resigning or being fired or something. Beyond that, you personally did this. And now you need to be held accountable for your whatever action it was. That's what this is feeling like. There you go. 5 of Swords, hollow victory. So the image I'm getting, okay, and this may be slightly off, but what I'm getting is if there was a panel, if there was excuse me, a committee who kind of took it on themselves to kind of put Musk down a few pegs, right? They started an argument. They started going against what the rules are or the laws are and have a personal vendetta against him. Rightly or wrongly, that's what they did, okay? This is what I'm picking up here. So this is the hollow victory because they're kind of the councillors or they're the mayors or they're the, you know, they have some form of office. They, you know, trumped him by having a hollow victory. Go, see, haha, we cut you down a few pegs and blah, blah, blah. Not because of the vested interest, not because of the situation, just because they wanted to be douches, basically. So this here feels like that he's exposed them. And I'm, because my vocabulary is useless. I don't mean the legal term. I just mean the perception of it. It looked corrupt. Okay, there's some form of misdealing here, which is now proved. See, I told you so. So he's chilled out. Calm the F down. He's chilled. Wish coming true. They've exposed themselves now, and they've now got to do the ramifications of that, all that kind of stuff. King of Cups. I don't know who that is, but it feels as if it's an institute of something. Like an American Institute of, I don't know, free speech or Institute of America. You know, American Institute is one thing. I don't know if it's a right or wrong or anything, but it's like this King of Cups doesn't feel like Elon. But it does feel as if what he's established here or what he's done here, they can run along with it now. There's now precedent. And the Six of Pentacles here, this give and take, it also feels as if, yes, they helped. They pushed him in the right direction. They were expertise. But the Six of Pentacles, there are other people that this sort of bureaucracy affected, and so it's kind of like yes, he is the one leading the pack, but it's for other people as well, okay? And other people are involved who've been affected by whatever this entity is. So it's like there's two forms of outcome here. But what I'm really getting, before we get into kind of like, if I'm kind of pulled in other cards and other decks and things like that, because we're going free flow here, it feels as if he's done, you know, this chapter is over, hence this Eight of Cups. This Eight of Cups, like I said, is personal, private, with, you know. But it feels like this was, it almost feels like, and I don't mean to belittle it, but it feels as if it's like it was just a hobby. Yeah, it was something that he would see as like a little side, not even a side hustle. It was just a little thing to pass the time. Other people would go and play video games, or other people would go and read a book. For him, this was a little bit of a kind of side project, kind of a weekend project, kind of building a shed or whatever. This was for his version of it. That's what I'm getting from this. And so now, but I'm really getting back to this kind of, now they're going to be held accountable, these individuals, for their dodgy dealings or their un-American things or whatever it is. Yeah. But that's what's going on over here. Right. So, I'm just trying to see where else we can go with this, really. It's nice. It's nice little kind of, it's nice to do a little reading like this where it's not just rah, 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 you know? So where is Musk? What's Musk's next chapter? What's his next ambitions? Where is he next focusing on for the greatest good for all concerned? Thank you. Always be appreciative. There's something to do with Mr. Beast, which is very odd. I don't know if I've just suddenly seen, what's his name? Jimmy? His face popping up. I don't know if there's going to be some sort of collaboration or some sort of kind of thing, funny thing, foundation thing. So, let's go. Where's this going to go for Elon? What's his next chapter? If you're enjoying this slightly different way of doing things, please thummy like. It generally helps out the channel. Subscribe, ding-a-ling the bell if you haven't already, and comment down below if you're reading along as well. You know, always welcome. And you can also, like Paula did, is suggest a future reading down in the comments as well, and like other people did, upvote the 10 upvotes. Thank you very much indeed for everybody. Kind of look at us, kind of having interaction and voting on things that we want to see on the channel. Very, very lovely indeed. I love it. Sun card, happiest card in the deck. Happy, joy. This is the see I told you so thing. This, however, feels as if this is media. Like New York Times, like MSNBC, those kind of outlets. There's some form of misreporting. King of Wands, heartbreak. Some form of, now he's got to decide. There's some thought, and once again, we're getting into kind of the weeds here, and I don't mean it in a legal sense. Got to cover your back here. It's just the word, you know. They some sort of lie. Page of Swords in reverse, lie, deceit, defamation, that kind of thing. King of Wands, that's Elon. So this feels as if Three of Swords is not connected to him. It's like whatever this, he's now got to choose from this where to go now. Do we clip the wings of the media that kind of spun it in a thing? That's what, basically broad strokes is what I'm getting here, which is interesting, being overarching energy is the Knight of Swords. Truth, knowledge, wisdom, clarity, information, data rushing in, yeah? Suddenly it's all exposed. Suddenly the real reasons are happening, yeah? Suddenly it's all here, plain to see, showing that the previous, as an example, previous reporting of it was absolute BS. You took the opportunity to perpetuate your own goals, as it were, journalists, and now they're crapping themselves because they didn't see this happening. Yeah? It's that kind of energy, that kind of kind of freedom I'm seeing here, kind of being unshackled. Yeah, kind of moving on from this chapter, this whole chapter, because this has been going on for, it feels years. It does feel like years. At least 5, It feels like quite a long time. And it does feel like this whatever this is. And please educate me down below if you know what this is. There's something to do that this was part of the reason that spurred him to move everything to Texas. This definitely feels like California. This definitely feels like this was the final straw to move to Texas and kind of go elsewhere. So yeah, I'm just trying to tap into what it is, because it's like, it feels like I'm not able to get into kind of the weeds of it. It feels like these are still broad stroke kind of reading. Obviously, we're getting the headers. We're getting what's going on. But it's bugging me that I can't get to the actual point of, like, see, I told you so. So we've got the Kipper deck here. Let's just... 5 from here. Wow, that's just greedy. Okay, 5 from here. So any more information for this reading, please? Oh, hello. Right. Concern. Yeah, we got that. We've got that over here. This is, like I said, reporters, journalists that misreported this. It feels like, and also whoever the governor, the mayor, the board, the council, the whatever the body is that he went against here. Message of concern. Oh dear. Well, I did say there was 2, and we've now got 2. Change is afoot. Yes. Mature woman, imprisonment. Wow. Overarching energy, privileged lady. Underlying energy, gift. This privileged lady and the mature woman is the same person. This over here, like I said, it's one over here, one over there. So that we've got the 2 there. The change is the calling it out. The gift, the gift feels as if it's not money. The gift feels as if their original decision was the gift. If you get me, it benefited this woman to not allow Musk to do, pull rank on Musk and to trap him. That was the kind of gift. It benefited this woman. As if the rules didn't apply to her kind of energy, I'm getting there. But the imprisonment feels at the moment, same with the 3 of Swords, is that they've all been caught out. And now it's, I just heard game time. Now the game starts. Interesting. I'm just trying to tap in who this person is. Like I said, it's the same person. So, and Cackling Harris, that's far too recent. It's like, this feels like 4 or 5 years ago it started to kind of try and clip Musk's wings. It feels like a long time. in comparison to, but it is like it does feel like it's a Nancy Pelosi. It does feel like it's a Hillary Clinton. It does feel like it's like upper echelons. In that respect. So, it's bugging me that I can't tap into this a bit more. CM. I've never noticed that before. In the can you see that in the? Come here. Come on. Focus, people. Can we focus? We're going further away now. It's just, but it says CM in the stained glass window thing. Oh crap! It says CM in the graffiti on the wall there as well. Huh? I've never noticed this before. Oh, it must be maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree because it's CM on her sleeves there, CM in the number plate there. All right, but ignore that. For a second there, I was like, "What? That's ignore it. Don't worry. I'm just being a tool." Yeah, but unless you know somebody called CM who would be in this, but right. Let's go for the outcome of these three characters. These three. What's the outcome now for these concerned people and this privileged, mature lady? For the greatest good. Thank you. All right. Okay, what is the outcome for these concerned people? What is the outcome for these concerned people? Thank you. Yeah. The energy that I'm getting from these three groups is shut down, lockdown. Ace of Swords, truth, knowledge, wisdom, clarity. Three of Swords again. Once again, the truth has come out and they're upset. Heartbreak. Death in reverse, though. This feels like, because obviously we've got change here, okay? And death is normally about one of two things. Death being proper death, full stop, okay? No start, no moving on. End of the game. Or it means this chapter, this cycle is over, okay? So really it's kind of rebirth, reborn, renewal. Okay. Either way, change. Okay. It being in reverse is trying to prevent this change, trying to push back on this change, trying to almost like the change is not good. We fear this change. We hate this change. We don't want this change. And we're trying to prevent it from happening. Yeah. But the truth is out. This feels like this information is going to be so. It feels like it's going to be everywhere if it isn't already. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with Elon for a long time, but it feels as if this. Holy crap! I love when things like this. I love when the magic trick happens. What do we have here with Elon Musk? Four of Swords. So for him, he's calm the F down. He's chill, relax. Yeah, he's calm now. He's proved his point. His Four of Swords is their pain. it's his calm is now their, speaking the truth and their heartbreak. They're upset. Yeah. I love when like it marries up like that. And the fact that it's come out twice as well is just, there you go. It just clarifies within itself. So yeah, I think we're going to leave this here for now, because what we're going to see, if we're not already seeing it, is any which way to prevent this change. Oh, we've got the five. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Swords, we've got the Five of Cups, we've got the Death in reverse. I was only going to pick it up to no celebrations, the Three of Cups in reverse. Three people. We've got the journalist over here. That's the sort of person I'm picking up here. We've got the councillors or whoever it was over here. We've got this kind of political person down here. They're not happy. They're not celebrating. So, rebalance for the temperance as well. I'm going to stop picking them up now. But we could be here all day. But it's just fascinating that it's repeating it here. And what I love about when the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups turns up is the spilled milk has already happened. Down here, the Three of Cups on their side, the Three of Cups in reverse. They've already toppled. They know it's just a matter of time kind of energy. Anyway, so if you enjoyed this, please tell me you like. It generally helps out the channel. Subscribe, jingling the bell, all that jazz. Comment down below if you know who these people are, especially the mature woman. It does feel like this mature woman is up the pecking order of whatever the councillors or this committee or whatever it is. There's definitely a hierarchy between the two. Hence the examples that I was giving. Hillary Clinton, Cackling Harris, Nancy Pelosi, so on and so forth. This is definitely the journalists. If you know who these are, put them down below as well. However, until next time where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.